Hey guys, welcome back to a mini show and trailer. Looks like everybody wants us to watch the Overwatch developer update.
There's
I'm just gonna
Pokemon,
do a quick little...
Let's Go, Telltale Walking Dead.
I'm gonna watch the Overwatch developer update first, I guess, because that just dropped.
Okay.
And it's right here. Oh, there's... Well, there you go.
That's convenient.
Hey, who is that?
Welcome everyone.
Hey, it's
This is
Jeff from the Overwatch team.
Here's another developer update.
Let's kill that fucking running
We're finally ready to talk about some features.
Are we
The
killing
running
it?
gag of him
Maybe
saying
it'll
his
go all the
name
way
and
back
where he's
around.
from.
As I mentioned earlier in the year, we've been working on social features to really improve the gameplay experience for everybody in Overwatch. So we have two of those to talk about today. Now the first one is super exciting to me because we often talk about
I'm drunk.
ways to punish players who are behaving poorly, and it's not very exciting to a lot of us. I think more often than not, players are behaving in an awesome way in Overwatch, and we just don't recognize them
That's
enough.
really
so
nice.
We're
That's
super excited
so
to introduce
positive.
a feature called endorsements.
Thank you.
The way endorsements will work
Positive
is when you're
reinforcement.
playing Overwatch after a match ends, you'll have the opportunity to look at players both on your team.
I've wanted
and
to endorse
the
people
enemy
before.
team,
So much
and
for this.
recognize
I
them
love
for
this
certain
shit.
gameplay behaviors
Even on the enemy team.
that you want
Yeah.
to really show that they shined in that area.
That's what he
So
said.
there
He
are
said
three
even on the enemy
areas
team.
that
Oh.
you can endorse
That's
a player
great.
in. The first we call sportsmanship. This is if they were being a really nice, respectful person. Maybe they said, nice shot when you killed me. That was really awesome. I like the way you did that.
console will never
Really
see
just
that.
Good sportsmanship, being a positive influence on the battlefield. So you can.
Can you believe that on
recognize somebody
PC?
for
They
that.
can type at each other.
The
Both
next
that's
teams.
endorsement that
wild.
you can give
I
is
couldn't
for
handle
a
that.
good teammate. And now you can't give this to the enemy team. This one only applies to your team. Good teammate. You might recognize somebody for doing something along the lines of, your team currently has a Hanzo on it. Your Hanzo player you think would be better off switching to another hero, and you say, hey, instead of that Hanzo, I think we could really use Mei in this situation, and the person switches to Mei, and then you win the match. And you sort of recognize that that person was a really good teammate. They switched to a role that was needed for the team at the time. And they
I still just picture him
really
going
good
back to his
thing.
wife each night and talking
Or they
just like this.
respond in respectful
And then I
ways
told
when
him
people
that
are
maybe
asking,
you should switch to
maybe
Mei, and he did, and then we
Mercy-
won. And
the
it was
Mercy
really
player
good,
says,
and everybody said it was
"We
because
get
I
to the
told him to
edge so I can
switch.
heal you. I need somebody to fly up to, and the person moves to the edge. So you can recognize somebody for being a really good teammate, playing the game as a team player in a very high and effective way. The final way that you can endorse someone, and this one is also
Hey, honey, I'm
only
Jeff from
for
our
your
marriage
team,
team.
not for the enemy team, is
Nice
called
one.
shot caller. Now, what we think
Shot
shot
caller?
callers should be recognized for is those are the men and women who end up on our team, who end up telling the rest of us what to do in a very positive, respectful, and effective way. It's usually the person who says, okay, guys, we're not going to all go in until our Zarya's ult is ready and Hanzo has his ult ready. Once I make the call, everybody move in, and we'll have a really
Caller.
successful take on
Okay.
that point.
Shock collar.
Hey, we should back out now.
Yeah, I
our
was like,
Mercy
what is
was just
this?
killed. Let's back out. It's the person who's calling the targets, calling when to go in and out of the match,
Oh,
and
man.
generally leading
You know
us
what the
on
problem is,
battlefield.
though?
And we want those
Those
people
guys
to
are
really
always
be
the ones to turn the
recognized as
saltiest
shot
when things start to go
callers.
south.
So the endorsement
They start all
system
positive
is gonna
and
be
stuff,
very
and then all of a
public.
sudden,
You're gonna
like,
get to see
they just turn
other
into- it's Jekyll and
players
Hyde
how
with those
they're
guys.
endorsed. So when
Yeah.
you see other players, you're going to be able to recognize, wow, that person, a
I've
lot
seen
of
that
my
in your
fellow
experience.
Overwatch players has said that person's a great
I don't
teammate.
use audio.
So I know that I can expect a good experience out of it.
How do I positively reinforce a
The
Torb who
system
mains
will,
and doesn't switch and is amazing?
Work in a few ways.
How are
It will
people gonna
make sure
positively
that you
reinforce that?
Maintain that endorsement level, meaning that once you get to a certain high endorsement level, you don't just stay there forever. You kind of have to, be recognized by other players more frequently. So there are mechanisms in place to make sure that somebody doesn't get to a good place and just stay there forever. It's that person has been.
Well, this is a
good,
cool concept.
Sportsman.
I like
or
it.
shown
Instead
good
of always
sportsmanship,
shitting
it
on
means that
everyone, you actually
they've
like
been a
look
great
for
shot
positive.
caller for some period of time. So there's a decay system on it.
Will
also, if you've been actioned in any way, silenced or suspended, you completely lose all endorsements altogether. You go back to
makes sense.
square one, and you pretty much have to start over.
So
we think
do I
the
get to
system
see
will
my
be great.
my level?
There are some rewards in place.
People
For
see
example,
There's some
you get a
rewards in
minor
place.
reward for endorsing other people. You can only endorse a very limited amount of people per match, so it's not something that you can.
So
just
we get
do
like a little
to
badge,
exploit
like
for
good
experience or
shot
something
caller,
like that.
and like
And then also,
then people will be like, if this
people
guy's
who
barking
hit
orders, they're like, let me see.
Listen to
Oh, people have endorsed him as
endorsement
being good at shot calling.
frequently.
Okay.
We will do
I'll listen to 'em
check-in
then.
moments where we will reward those people for being awesome at what they do. So that's endorsements. That's coming. We are super excited about it. We think it's going to have a big impact on showing the Overwatch community just how many awesome Overwatch players there are
However,
and how many
there's a negative
positive
aspect
moments
to
are
that.
actually
There will be guys who
happening in the
throw
game.
their weight around,
The
say,
next
check my
system
profile.
has
I'm a
been,
shot caller.
long
Listen to
awaited
me.
and long demanded,
You know?
and that is looking
But
for
they had to
group.
get to that
We put a
position.
lot of
Yeah.
time
And then
But then they'll
if
start to
they
lose
do
it because
that-
people won't
and
endorse them anymore because they're being a
implementing
jerk.
the
Well,
system,
if you
our
do that,
looking
then you
for
can
group
do like a
system
negative one on
will
them, and
allow
then they
you to
lose everything.
create a
Yeah.
group to your
Maybe.
exact
We'll see how it
specifications.
works.
And what I mean by that is if you're a very particular group leader and you want to insist on having 2 tanks, 2 damage, and 2 healers, you can restrict those roles.
It's an endorsement
in your
rating
group,
between 1 and 5
and
that
you
shows
can
up next to
even
your
force
profile.
the people playing those roles to only be able to play those roles. Of course, if
So-
you want a wide open group where everybody can play whatever they want.
He's saying that there's a group search now, and you can set
Yeah.
rules for your group, and people will, like, before they join, can look at your rules.
Want, you can do that as well. There's some other options within the looking for group system that should be interesting. Like, for example, if you want to say to people,
So you can, like, also say, I guess, when you're looking for a group, say, I want to play healer. Find me a group that needs a healer. It's really smart.
your group, I really want everybody to have voice chat, so I'm going to say, voice chat's required for my group. You can name your
No,
group
thank you.
whatever you want, so when it shows up on the list, you can say to people, I'm really trying to
Poke-a-fuckers.
get to diamond and competitive
Cunty
and
butt,
looking for
fuckity
other
fuck.
serious, mature players to play with me, or
That's
however you
what
want
I
to name
want.
it.
My
you
cunty
can
butt,
put that in there
fuckity
to try to attract
Serious
the
players only.
other people who are
Serious
looking for a
please.
similar experience
Penis
as you are.
butts.
The whole idea behind looking for group, like with our avoid as teammate feature we added a short while ago, is to give you more control over your gameplay experience. We think Overwatch is a team game, and you always have to play with 5 other people, and we think you'll have a much better experience if you have some say in what the other people on your team are doing, what their sort of play behavior is, and if you have some input and interaction with them. So we think looking for group will be really awesome. One thing to
just
note
noticed
about
that
it
too.
is it's not a matchmaking system.
Yeah.
When you go to look for a group, you're either creating a group and showing it to other players,
Naked Mercies, please
or you're
join.
browsing the list as somebody looking for the group.
Says Brad.
and then
Or
you're
role
committing
play
to join
18
that
plus.
group. It's not automatically pulling players in and putting them
I'm
into the
giving it
system.
all I've
That's what
got.
our basic matchmaking does right now when you click play on quick play or competitive or any of our arcade games. So keep that in mind. It's more of a system for finding each other than you go into the gameplay system. So that's looking for group. We think it will be awesome.
just thinking of what
now,
Tor
a
would
few
be doing.
minor housekeeping notes
Here,
on the
baby,
looking for
I'll
group
do it.
system. As I mentioned earlier, we have collapsed the offense and defense roles into damage. I don't know if you caught that when I
Oh.
said earlier that you can have tank, damage, and support. We're now limiting the game in terms of number of roles to only those 3 roles. So previously, where we had heroes like Tracer, who was considered an offense hero, and Junkrat, who was considered a defense hero, all of those heroes are now in the same role, which is simply called damage. We think this greatly simplifies things. It will really help the looking for group system,
Right.
and we think it makes a lot of sense. And those roles were sort of
It'll-
arbitrary to begin with.
yeah,
it was just to
it-
help
yeah.
newer players figure out what the different heroes did.
He's right.
The other big change that's coming in regards to looking for group system
Interesting.
is that player profiles, we will now
So
give you
was
control
Torb going to be
over who
classified
gets to
as
see
damaged
those.
then?
You can set it so your profile is private.
Or will
you
they
can
move
set
him
it
to
so
support?
Your profile is friends only, or you can set it like it currently is right now, which
He
is
is,
to
yes.
public. By default, these will not be public moving forward. Again, our theme is give you control over your gameplay experience.
Remember, Torb
We
does more damage
recognize
than Reaper.
that other players were sometimes giving us a hard time
wild.
based on our player profile. We think you have the right to decide if you want people to see that or not. Now, it's a huge patch that's coming up. There's a major Symmetra.
Yeah, what did he say there? Sorry, I missed that last bit.
You have the opportunity to let people see your player profile or not.
Is that
That's
a
what he
good
said,
thing or
right?
a bad thing?
It's private by profiles are private by default.
Yeah, I think that everyone should be able to
Private,
see your
friends only, or
profile.
public.
I don't like that change. I want to be able to know when a guy.
How many hours somebody has
Yeah.
spent on
Yeah.
something.
I want to know if he's running Hanzo, if he actually plays Hanzo, or if he's like purposefully throwing right now because there's a Torb on the team or something. You know?
Work happening.
I like it where I am because I'm private and suck, and I don't want people to
People to
come in
judge
and
you.
be like, you haven't even played blah blah blah. Miss Blow sucks balls. You know?
Have a great
That's my
description
point.
of all of Symmetra's abilities and everything that's different about the hero. As has been mentioned before, and some of you know, some of you don't, she is moving to the damage category, so please make sure to read
Who
that
is?
update. And also,
Yeah, who's
major
moving to the
changes
damage?
are happening to the Horizon Lunar Colony
Sim is going to
map.
damage?
And we're going to go into great detail.
Really?
We're going to post a complete description of the changes that are happening there as well.
It
And
didn't
we
make
think
sense
you'll
for her to be
find
in
those really
support.
interesting. For example, on point B on Horizon Lunar Colony, you can no longer sort of attack from the defender's spawn room within the safety of the healing zone like you were able to previously. We fixed that issue, but we've made some really big changes to the map. There's also some beautiful art and new lore in the map as well that we think you'll be really interested in. All in all, we think it's a great patch. These two major social systems we think will make Overwatch
When's it coming?
a much better experience. We have more social systems on the way. I hinted at this before.
Is it out now,
Not
the
only are we
social
gonna deliver
system? It's on
two
PTR right
early
now?
on in the summer, but we have another big feature coming later on,
Ooh.
either in the late summer or early fall. These features are brand new. I'm sure we're going to have
hey,
to
look what we
iterate
got
on
right
them
here.
a lot. Please speak up. Tell us what you like, what you
I
don't
hope this
like.
guy's good.
I like Jeff from the Overwatch team.
The hunt is on.
I spoke up.
I'm in the market for a new car.
No, you're not,
No, I'm
Fraser.
not.
How
My
many
name is
times
Nicole,
have I tried to
Nicole,
get a
and
new
there
car?
Are so many changes that just happened.
I just want to check out this guy's video because he's in the PTR and I want to see if he runs Symmetra to see what the new changes are here. So here, oh my god. So that's how she fires now? Just rapid fire, quick
How
succession
many?
balls. It seemed like 8 in the clip, or maybe it's 7. I think it's 10 per shot in the
Okay.
clip. So begging the question, why 70 at all? Why not just 7 of 7 over there?
Yeah, that's weird.
Since it's no longer a
Shoot.
charge
God
thing.
damn it.
Oh, but she does have a primary fire still that like doesn't attach to people, but it's a beam still, and I don't see him using this yet. That's how you fire the
Your
turrets.
Whoa.
And now here's
weird.
the teleporter, and there's the beam. The beam's just a laser now, like Zarya.
Okay.
Oh, that sucks for console. That sucks for console so bad, but we'll see how she plays. Oh, it's limited range for sure.
Yeah, it really is.
But it seems like longer range than it was before. So when's he going to use his teleporter here? Somebody online on Twitter told me you're going to be pissed for console users when you see how the teleporter works now, as though like it's going to be worse somehow. Here he goes. You can deploy it far away, very far away, it seems. Okay. And even up. Okay. So it's almost, it works like the way Reaper's teleport himself works. So it's almost like a Reaper
Okay.
teleport for everybody. Okay.
So then you
Okay.
go in.
And then, wait, it only worked once? Why
Yeah, what
does he
the-
have it again? Huh? So, what?
Is there a number of times you can do it?
What?
Or
It lasts 10 seconds.
oh, okay.
So did he just edit it out to make it so it wasn't there? It's an ability and it lasts for 10 seconds. That's weird because I'm not sure I like that. I'm not sure why that's bad for console, that person on Twitter told me that. But that's not her ultimate. Oh, it's an ability. Thank you. I thought he was using that. Okay, so what's... Oh, yes. Dummy. Her ultimate is that giant shield, which he has yet to deploy
Right.
yet. So it lasts for 10 seconds and then
Okay,
it comes...
here's the crazy shield.
There it
yeah.
goes.
What the
So
fuck?
it's an infinite shield in either direction. People say it's 5,000 health, which to me says... Like... And how long does it last?
15 seconds?
And it lasts for... What's the point? Why is that
5,000
useful?
health, 15 seconds.
Why is that useful? Like, I'm sure we can find uses for it. I can imagine, like, sending it into, maybe on, obviously blocking things. But, I mean, you don't need a 5,000 health to do that. A friggin' Winston shield will do that. Will block a Diva Bomb. I can understand that maybe going into the second point on Egypt, why can't I think of the name right now? Anubis, sending it straight down the middle. Mm-hmm. So it's like this, and as you're approaching that point in Anubis.
Right.
So as you're approaching the enemy team, you just keep on going back and forth, and they have to like keep on going back and forth to try to get you. And so if you just keep on weaving it, you'd probably be able to avoid a lot of damage as you make your approach. So that's how I could imagine it being used offensively. Defensively, I don't see it being any very valuable. Like, I saw somebody on Twitter like post a bunch of screenshots of her putting it up at some of the big things like Hanamura right at that point, and it blocks all the windows too and everything. And it's like that looks cool, but I don't see it being very useful. You can just walk through a shield.
Yeah, but then they have to get to that point.
Sure,
so then you can...
but again, like, where do you toss it where it makes it? I don't know. We'll see how it plays. I don't like it. I think it makes her kind of like feel like she's a combo of a bunch of other characters and not really her own thing anymore.
I really don't like the new beam. I loved playing in Symmetra when I played. And
It was really good for console players.
Yeah.
It gave people who aren't super great at precision aim just one more option.
Yes.
One more.
Absolutely. Whenever Zarya came out, I was like, well, I can't aim worth shit, so I'm not going to play her.
Yeah, you have to be pretty precise with Zarya.
And now she's just like Zarya.
What else is this guy showing, guys? I'm not sure what he's doing here. Oh, he's like showing what he prefers to make a group. So that's the group changes. Shout out to the guy whose content I'm stealing here.
What's his
Thanks
name?
for showing this off. It's O Nickel.
Thanks.
He's got triple my subscribers. Fuck him. All right, so that's it for the Overwatch updates.
He's cool.
Yeah? Cool. All right, we'll be back after this. You guys tell me what to look up next.